Grab your libations. No water here. I'll take 2 fingers of larceny. Your finest craft beer, barkeep.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentlemen. No matter how you take your hooch, we've got something ice cold and on tap. Now, serving it to you straight and unfiltered, here are Greg, Scott, and Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. It's all straight and all unfiltered.
Correct.
Only way we do it around here.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the way it must be done. Welcome in, the Unfiltered Gentlemen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling friends about the show. Spreading the word. We like when people spread it. Helps it get spread. That was creative. Welcome in. Thank you. I'm Greg. That's Dan over there.
Yes.
And that's Scott.
Spread it.
I did it backwards.
You did.
Because of where you guys are sitting. It's a little weird. Yeah, it's a little
I
weird.
wanted to see Scott answer for me, and then I was going to answer for Scott. That'd been hilarious.
This time I'm on his lap.
Just out of
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We are at the new studios. Well, it's like the temporary studios until the studios are put together.
Yes.
We're in the living room.
Yeah, we are.
Super fancy, but we're drinking beer, and that's all that matters.
That's right.
Oh, God. Burp word of the week. If those of you are new to the show, we have a burp word every week because if we didn't, Scott would just throw up on the microphone.
Yes.
Just constantly. You'd have like an hour of just blah, blah, blah.
It gets quite messy.
Yes.
So he has to at least attempt this word, and it's not going to happen. I'd be very impressed if Scott
You fucking
too.
kidding
Yeah,
me?
this is sent in by John, who also sent an email that I'll read later on the show.
Yay.
But John wanted us to do malapropism.
Malapropism.
Malapropism. I wasn't sure how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's hard
Let
to
alone burp it.
hard to say not burping.
Malapropism.
It's the mistaken use of a word in place of a similar sounding one, often with unintentionally and amusing effect. The reason this got brought up, I was talking to John, and I said something about porn, and he thought I said corn. And he's like, oh, that's a malapropism. I was like, why the fuck do you know that? So he emailed the show. Was like, hey, you know that word we were saying the other day? You got to use that for your burp word. I was like, all right, will do.
Malapropism.
Malapropism. Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll see how that goes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody. Nice knowing you. He's going to have like an aneurysm trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
Oh, my God.
This could be my last show.
That's funny.
I can be Ultimate Warrior thing.
Yeah. I think our listenership just went up. They heard it's your last show.
Next week. Wait till the word gets out.
Yeah. Speaking of listenership, shout out to Arlington, Virginia.
Nice.
Yeah, Arlington coming through.
Huh?
Kicking Thousand Oaks off the ranks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, finally dethroning the 2-week champ.
I know.
What's in Arlington? Something famous in Arlington.
I
Is
don't
that
know. Stuff. Government things.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, government stuff.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Hank Hill from Arlington, Texas?
I think so.
Right?
Palmer. So yes, thank you guys out in Arlington who are like, you actually know what we're famous for, right? You're not just fucking around.
Yeah. FBI loves us.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We're on their
Sure
top
we're
10 list.
Probably investigating us right now.
That's how great we are. We're on their top 10 list. So thank you guys out there for listening, for tuning in. And like I said before, keep spreading the word. And don't forget, check out our ringtone. It's on iTunes and tunes2use.co. Just search for Beer Science. And when you're on the social medias, don't forget to hashtag show us your beers. Speaking of beers, let's start drinking.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for beer of the week.
Let's never stop.
You had me at hello. So the 2017 Great American Beer Festival was going on over the weekend, and I thought today, why not drink a couple of medal winners?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with the silver medal winner in the English Style India Pale Ale category.
IPA.
And they're local to us. This is Figueroa Mountain Brewing Company, and this is their Hoppy Poppy IPA.
Hoppy Poppy.
Yeah. 6.5%, 65, very well balanced IBUs, 3.72 on Untapped. From the brewery, it says Hoppy Poppy IPA is a light-bodied West Coast India Pale Ale featuring Centennial, Cascade, and Simcoe hops and poppy seeds. It's dry, citrusy, and floral. Bright aromas of grapefruit, orange oil, lemon zest, and pine needles abound. Flavor is mellow and smooth with a very moderate lingering bitterness. Like I said, just took silver at 2017 GABF for English style IPA.
Right on. Yeah, and you can really taste or at least in the smell as the pine. How they were saying they got the pine needles abound.
Yeah, I
like
really
that.
get that. I think that's if I had to pick out one smell that I get the most, it's up the pine.
Correct. That's what I would
Not
roll
the
with.
pine. You killed my pine. Whatever. Back to the Future. When he hits the pine tree.
Who was his name?
Is it like Peabody or
Yeah,
something?
that's right.
Mr. Peabody.
All those pine trees.
Yeah, it became Lone Pine Mall. instead of
That's
Twin Pine Mall.
right. That's right.
You killed the pine. That's what it was. You're welcome, everybody. Yeah.
Come on, you know Back to the Future, guys.
Everybody
Come
knows
on.
Back to the Future. Oh, beer.
Oh, yeah.
We're drinking some beer.
Oh yeah, that's right. Got distracted with Mr. Peabody.
Yeah. I definitely get the citrus and like the grapefruit on the tongue there. And it is light. It sits on the tongue real light.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's refreshing. It's good for a hot day. Today's a balls hot Santa Ana day.
It really is.
I don't think there's a weather that I despise more than Santa Ana.
It's the worst.
It's the absolute. I'd rather have a fucking snowstorm.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. I'm from Southern California. Like, we freak out when it rains.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing like getting hit in the face with some dirt. You know what I mean? Like thanks a lot, Santa Ana's. You fucking
It's
piece
so
of shit.
true.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, you walk outside, you just get facialized by ground.
Yeah.
It's awful. So, but Hoppy Poppy, on the other hand, not awful.
Correct.
So congratulations to Fig Mountain on their silver medal win for this one. They've won other medals with this at various other contests, and I can see why. It's quite delicious. We should go take a field trip to the brewery
We
one of
should.
these days.
Correct.
It's like 4.5 miles from here.
Yeah, not far from here at all.
Yeah, we should definitely. Somebody's on their map, like, where does Greg live?
Yeah. Little radius.
Yeah,
right there.
4.5 miles.
Super fans.
Yeah, so.
Stalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that with Stone Cold. Because
Oh,
he always
yeah.
talks about the little restaurants and stores him and his wife goes to.
Yeah.
Oh,
And like
it's
the
just
Zoom-
down the street from my house.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh, wow, then if it's down the street.
You're
then
going
he
to
must
knock on
know.
all the doors?
Yeah, start hitting all the doors.
And I think one of the shows, he actually like said the name of the Zumba class his wife goes to.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, and he said like just down the street, whatever Zumba class. I'm like, well, that's real easy to figure out. Like that's kind of specific. That's not McDonald's,
You know what would be awesome?
Perennial stalker at Zumba now.
If he had like an alarm system that instead of doing anything else, it just played his theme song, so you broke into the wrong house, like smash the window.
Because you know that when you hear the glass,
Yeah,
it's your ass.
that's right. That's right. You imagine breaking into the house and that song hits, he just stone cold stuns you. He just
He
throws
doesn't
beer all
need
over you.
security.
Oh my
Hell
god!
no.
Yeah, he's got 2 middle fingers and a boot to the gut.
Stump a mud hole in this and walk it dry.
Yeah, twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
I would hop back out of that window
you hear-
so fast.
JR, Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
He just has it all rigged up to do all those things. Oh God, it'd be almost like you'd want to break into.
Yeah,
his
be
house.
like getting your
just
ass
to
kicked.
say you got your ass kicked by Stone Cold.
Stone Cold kicked my ass.
What'd you do?
I got the double flippos afterwards.
You told me I was number 1. Oh God, that'd be so
Oh, man,
great.
that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. When you hear the glass, it's Vince's ass. Which always sounded a little gay.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But anyways. All right, it took me forever to pull it up. But here's what happens when you break into Stone Cold's house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's just the alarm. The whole neighborhood's notes. Somebody fucked up. Somebody
tried to break into Stone Cold's house.
No,
That
not again.
poor guy.
Yeah, that poor jobber. So, anyways, all right, let's move on. I know this is a little late. We're a little late to the pool here on this one, but we must mention that. What'd you call him? The ultimate stick man?
Oh yeah, Stickman,
Hero to all.
Cocksmith.
Cocksmith. Hugh Hefner died a week and a half or so ago.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting about him is when you think of Hugh, obviously you think of Playboy and porn or whatever, but it wasn't just a lot of guys going like, oh no, I jerked off to all his magazines when I was 12. Like a lot of females were coming out and tweeting and going on there and all this stuff about how they will miss him and how he's a legend and all this stuff. So he kind of broke those boundaries of not just being like Larry Flint. I mean, you think of like him as a porn person, like he's disgusting, like he's dirty. But you think of Hugh, it's like he was badass, you know?
Yeah.
It's interesting, right? How he was able to kind of flip that script a little bit, because I think for a while there, like you said, it was kind of like a smut kind of thing. But I don't know. He kind of classed it up a little bit, and then compared to what everything else is out now, you got the Japanese doing all their tentacle stuff and everything. It's pretty classy. He still keeps it classy, or kept it classy, and I don't know. I guess that's how we'll remember him now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he even I think means more to people like my age because, hey, when I was a kid, there was no internet,
Right.
So you had to depend on his magazines,
right,
for the articles, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
taught you how to read.
Yeah, that's how you learn to read.
That's right.
Yeah.
Without him, I wouldn't know how to read right now.
Yeah.
There was no hooked on
does that say?
phonics.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
No, just hooked on titties.
Titties.
Yeah. So you'll be missed, Hugh.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
The hef. And I think pipe sales will fall drastically.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody else smoke pipes anymore?
Oh, wow.
Good point.
Yeah, I think he was the last. Pipe sales and red robes.
This has got weed in it.
Yeah. You ever worn a robe?
Oh, weed.
Oh, weed. So anyways, you'll be missed, Hugh. And I just wanted to bitch about one thing.
All right.
I moved over the weekend.
Yes.
And God, I hate moving, but that's odd. Everybody hates moving. No one's like, yeah, I get to move a fridge. This is going to be great.
Yeah, moving sucks.
Moving does suck. But I want to give a special fuck you shout out to Time Warner.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Stand by for the ultimate, first world problem rant.
Let's do it.
Oh, my God. When we moved, we called to make sure that we were going to be able to keep our box. Because we have all our DVR recordings on there.
Oh, yeah.
And if not, we want to prepare and, binge watch or do something, whatever it takes.
Right.
And, yep, we absolutely swear to you, you can keep your box. Spoiler alert, can't keep our box. The tech got here, was like, oh, yeah, that's from a different area. You can't keep your box. I was like, what? They swore to us. He's like, yeah, it won't work. I was like, well, all right, at the very least.
Can you transfer it?
Well, I said, is there any way to transfer it?
Right.
Of course not. That would be convenient and make sense. So Time Warner was like, we got to make sure we kill that feature.
Oh, wow.
He's like, no. I said, well, is there any way I can just plug it in, access the hard drive, and literally just take screen grabs of the shows I have set to record? At the very least, then I don't have to try and remember all the shows I have set to record, because there'll be that one where I forget for 2 weeks.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And then somebody goes like, hey, did you catch the Orville? I'm like, fuck, I forgot to set it to record. Which is a great show, by the way. With,
you like it?
Seth MacFarlane. Not a fan?
Nah, I watched a couple of them.
I've been hearing about it, and
I mean, not great's a stretch, but I think it's funny and enjoyable.
Right. I kind of felt like it took a while for there to be an actual Star Trek parody. You know what I mean? I think that's an idea that should have been brewing a long time ago, and of course he comes up with it.
Yeah,
he's
of all
fucking
people.
Psycho.
Yeah.
So.
I have to admit, I wasn't impressed.
Okay.
I was disappointed, actually.
Haven't seen it yet, but
All right.
I guess I was expecting it to be like roll over, grab your side and laugh. And
you wanted Peter to show up.
You're right.
yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Vagina Lois, because I want to do Lois.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that. But anyway, so he's like, yeah, if you plug it in, it'll just reset itself because it's not in the right area.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So are you? I can't just get on the hard drive and see what's on there. Like,
Yeah.
no. So we tried it. He's like, you can try it. So we plugged it in. And sure enough, it just wouldn't do anything. So while I'm dealing with the tech, who was a nice enough guy, a little bit of a dirt to dirt, but I called the lady friend and was telling her, or a texter was telling her what's going on. She calls Time Warner and is like, what the fuck? Starts yelling at them. They're like, no, we swear you can keep it. Like, he's wrong.
Oh.
Don't let him leave with the box.
He's wrong now.
Yeah, don't let him leave with that box. Keep the box. He's like, I can't not leave with the box. I was like, I'll sign something for it. And he's like, no, it won't work. And so then while I'm arguing with him to let me keep the box, he calls his boss and he puts her on speaker but doesn't tell her. And she's like, yeah, there's no way that would work. It's a totally different area.
Oh, my God.
He's like, see? I'm like, look, I don't think you're necessarily wrong, but on the other end, I'm being told by the idiots in sales that you're totally wrong.
Yeah.
So the lady friend ends up talking to 4 different people who give her each 3 different answers. It was a big shit show, and in the end, we could not keep our shows.
That's too bad.
And I'm trying to remember what we had set up to record. So far, I've only set up wrestling and John Oliver and the Orville.
Right.
She keeps texting me oh, did we set this? Oh, did we set that? Oh, we did now.
I remember that when I moved into my place too. That was kind of a thing I had to remember. I was like, oh fuck, what was I watching?
Oh,
and then
wow.
sure enough, my brother's like, oh, did you see the season finale? It's like, fuck, that's the whole thing, man.
And then I found that there's a couple of shows that because it's between seasons for them, it's just not in the search.
Oh.
So I search for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh yeah.
Well, it doesn't pop up because it's between seasons. So now I have to hope that I get catch wind of when it's coming back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Otherwise, I'll not set it to record because I can't set it to record if it doesn't pop up.
That's
I can't
right.
just manually type it in.
Oh,
So,
damn,
oh
that
my
sucks,
God.
dude.
It's the ultimate first world
that's
problem.
a nightmare.
Yeah, it is a nightmare.
Because one of my boxes died, but fortunately I had another box, so I could go look into the room and say, okay, here's my recordings, and I'll go back to the other room and start
Set it up.
scheduling. Yeah.
See?
But with losing everything, I'd forget half of them, and then I'd get pissed off when I miss a show.
Some little kid in Africa is like, "Do you guys have any food?"
I know.
Shut up, kid! I'm trying to schedule my shows.
Yeah,
right.
I'm trying to set up.
Yeah, I don't have
Wrestling to
time to
record.
feed you right now.
That's why I don't deal with cable anymore. I got that Cody Fire Stick.
Oh
man.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the hacked one, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
Do you get to
man.
watch like sports on it or like live
you
sports?
can. I mean, it gets kind of laggy sometimes.
So how do you
but
watch football on Sundays?
You have to go places.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't go places. So I just pay extra for cable.
Well, actually, sometimes I don't know. It'll actually. Sorry, we're going off on a tangent here, but it'll be kind of like a little lag free sometimes, and I can watch some NFL Red Zone actually without
Is it dependent on your internet or is it whoever's like
On
broadcasting?
your internet.
Oh, so do you
Yeah.
have like kind of shitty internet?
No,
or?
it's pretty good, but you're right. I think it's also the links too, like you
Yeah.
know, depending on who's running
And
it.
it, like,
So.
does it freeze up every now and then?
Yeah, now and sometimes it will. Some you won't get a good
Yeah.
link or whatever.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah,
But
good luck
it's,
with
you know,
that.
you can still watch all those shows and everything, and
Right.
that doesn't get laggy.
I wanted to cancel cable
Mm-hmm.
and maybe do like the NFL package through like my Apple TV or something.
Can you do that though?
I think so. I mean, it costs you money. It
Right.
costs you like $150 or $200 a year or whatever.
Well, but that's cheaper because I mean that's like $150
Right.
for a month.
Well, Upgrade, the lady friend's sister has the whole NFL package on DirecTV. So on my iPad, I can sign into DirecTV, watch the NFL package in the red zone and everything, stream it to my Apple TV. And watch. So I do that because we can't see 49er games because we're out of market.
Right.
But her sister is not. So I get to watch
Oh.
49er games that way.
You crafty little
Yeah.
bastard.
Now this year I don't watch 49er games. Let's be honest.
Oh,
But
man.
you don't need that anymore.
no, I don't. I have enough depression in my life. I
Oh,
don't need the
man.
49ers to make it worse.
That's
so.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so I guess in that way I could get rid. But she has a couple of shows that you can't stream.
Right.
Like, God, we're gonna
wow.
pay for that.
Mhm.
Well, speaking of going off on a tangent,
Here we go.
The one good thing about the Chargers moving to LA is every week they're on TV on a different, like a weird channel. Like,
Is that a good thing?
well, for
I know, it's so
yesterday it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, since they won. I mean, like a couple of weeks ago they were like on Channel 9 or Channel 13. And then yesterday they were on Channel 9. So it's not, CBS and KTTV, they're like the main channels for Sunday football. And then for some reason now the Chargers are in LA. They got all these weird channels that I can watch them.
Weird. No one wants to like actually buy the contract for the whole season. They'll just pass it around.
Yeah, here,
kidding.
I'll take a week and you take a week. And
That's funny. All right, should we talk a little sports?
Yeah,
Let's talk sports.
We're on our way to doing it.
Yeah.
I think we're warmed up here.
Little segue.
Yeah, sports, of course. Speaking of Chargers, being brought to us by Cleaning Up the Glass.
Oh,
Go
nice.
to cleanuptheglass.com or, of course, at cleanupglass on the old Twitter there.
yes.
Whether it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 punch, it's time for sports.
Well, OJ is a free man,
Thank
everybody.
God. It's about
Juice
time.
is loose.
I kid you not, this is going to sound like a total lie, but I think it was Saturday. It was Saturday. We were returning the moving truck, and on the other side of the freeway was, no joke, a white Bronco pulled over by 3 cop cars.
Oh,
No
wow.
way.
I was like, well, he certainly is
He's
free.
back.
Oh, I was
And
dying.
there he is.
Did you see that? It was-
I didn't know. I
Oh,
didn't know.
God. I was cracking up. And the person I was in the truck with, we were just like, oh, yep, OJ's definitely on parole. Here he is.
Oh,
He's
my
backing
God.
up. So that was great.
What a psycho.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how true this is, but I read an article, I can't remember from where, that he went to what's that ranch over in Nevada? Where all
The bunny
the
ranch?
bunny ranch.
and asked for a girl that looked like Nicole.
For reals?
That's what it said. I don't know how true it is.
Was that on The Onion?
I don't remember
Oh.
which article it was.
If it was on the internet, it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
sure, yeah,
Internet
absolutely.
doesn't lie.
Well, I did hear that. What's the guy's name that runs the ranch? Oh, I can't think of it. He looks like Steve from the Jerry Springer Show.
I don't remember.
He apparently offered OJ like a gig there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or something.
A gig.
I think it was a gig.
What, like a comedy bit or? What's he gonna do up there?
I think Lamar told him don't go.
Yeah, don't do it, man.
Don't do it,
right?
man.
Don't do it.
Damn.
Chloe will show up and try to take you out of
Oh
there.
God.
No, man.
Would you hear he wants to go back to Florida, move it to Florida, and Florida's like, nah, we don't want you.
That's where all the problems happen in the first
Right.
place.
Well, because he's got to like work it out with parole and all that stuff
Yeah.
to be able to leave the county and the state. And Florida's like, yeah, we don't want to deal with all your parole shit.
Yeah.
So
Don't
no
blame
thanks.
him.
Yeah, no thanks.
Get the hell out.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got hurricanes to worry about. We don't have time.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Oh man.
Only wrestling fans will get that. What the fuck is going on in the world that Kansas City is the only undefeated team in
Dude, that
football?
team,
Wow,
they
isn't
are
that something?
scary good.
Yeah.
Yes,
they
they
are
are.
scary
It's a good thing the Niners got rid of Alex Smith.
No
huh?
kidding.
It's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they just got the whole package now.
They
I mean,
do.
They got a great defense. They just drafted Kareem Hunt, who's a rookie, and he's lighting the league on
Yeah.
fire.
And Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey. I mean, Tyreek Hill is a
Yep.
wide receiver. They're killing it.
But they're kind of doing it like Spurs, the NFL style. Like they're not out there like, like, oh, we're the fucking Chiefs. Like we're just gonna come in there and kick your ass. and
So
leave.
far,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah. What else? Oh, any Dolphins fans in the room?
Oh no.
Feeling sleepy?
Not this room.
I got the
tired.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can hang out with the O-line coach or former coach, Chris Forrester. He sent, I don't know if it was like a FaceTime or Skype thing to his girlfriend of him doing coke while in the arena, like in a back office somewhere. Like it was weird, like sexy talk. It was, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he was doing coke. He's like, you like that? Like it makes me think of you. It was uber creepy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, any chance of a boner was immediately erased.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, he
We're
doesn't-
some old man snorting coke and talking dirty.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like cool looking, like, yeah, he's doing coke. It was very just like, oh, old man doing coke. This is
Oh,
kind of
man.
sad.
Yeah.
That's too bad. I mean, he is in Miami. I mean, what are you gonna not
Yeah.
do coke in Miami?
I'm in Miami, bitch.
That's right.
What was it that he said at the very end?
At the very end, something about I can't wait till I snort this off your pussy or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Something weird, creepy thing.
It was super creepy. Yeah. The question is, like, who's leaking this video?
Correct.
Is it her? Did she get pissed at him?
Well, the question is, why did he make the video?
Yeah. Why are you doing this shit? I mean, you're at work doing coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then making video evidence of your illegal activities as well as like very fireable activity.
Right. I don't
So-
know. Yeah, that's kind of interesting why he would do that.
Doesn't he know he's in the
Stupid.
NFL and if he just beat his girlfriend, he'd get off on way less
Yeah.
because the NFL's ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't do coke.
Yeah. Don't video yourself doing coke. Video yourself beating the shit out of your girlfriend.
That's right.
Yeah. Though whatever you do, don't smoke weed in the NFL.
No,
that's
don't do
that's like
that.
the absolute worst.
Be out for the year.
Yeah. Somebody who would never do coke or weed. Peyton Manning.
No, never.
The Colts have unveiled the Peyton Manning statue outside their
Wow.
stadium.
Yeah. Peyton's erect.
Yeah. And hard. He's bronze.
Yes, he
Oh
is.
wow.
I find this a little weird.
Correct.
Weren't they like, hey, old man, GTFO, we got this kid coming in who's not going to be injured ever
I know.
and totally going to kick your ass?
I know. I wonder how Andrew Luck feels about that.
Yeah. I wonder how
I don't
Irsay feels. He's like, God, I wish I wouldn't have got rid of Peyton.
I know. Right?
I don't think Andrew Luck has seen it yet because he hasn't showed up to any games.
That is true.
They haven't wheeled him over to watch to see the stand statue.
No, don't take his wheelchair that way. Take it the other way.
Fucking guy, man.
If he gets old enough, he'll just become like Professor X. Just in the
Throw the
wheelchair.
football with his mind.
Yeah. From the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Hall of Fame quarterback Y.A. Tittle has died at the age of 90.
Tittle.
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 Titillating. Odell Beckham Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Oh.
there goes. He was on one of my fantasy teams.
Yeah, one of mine too.
Yeah, he's gonna have season-ending ankle surgery.
Dead.
I can put him on mine then.
Yeah, you can have him.
What have I got to lose?
Yeah, might start tearing up. You guys see him cry like a bitch
Crying
on the
like
field?
a little girl.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, as they're wheeling him off, he was full on bawling.
He was crying.
Oh, what a baby.
Yeah, what a baby.
It's just a broken ankle.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. LeBron talking about the new All-Star Weekend. Have we talked about the new All-Star Weekend on the show
No, we
yet?
haven't.
I don't think we have. So the new thing is like no more East versus West.
Yeah.
Because, that should have died when Biggie and Tupac got shot.
Yeah, come on, guys.
And now it's going to be we're going to pick two team captains.
They
And they're
should have
going
when Lincoln got shot.
They should just get rid of the All-Star games.
I mean,
Yes.
you're right. It could
Yes.
be North versus South, right? We'd be in real big trouble.
So
Oh man.
the new thing,
all the white guys on the south.
South would get dominated every year.
North would just kick their ass
Oh,
every year.
that's
Every year. It'd be like the Globetrotters and the Capitals.
Oh man, why do we even have this? We keep getting our ass kicked every year.
Oh God. So the new thing is they're not going to do East and West. It's going to be 2 team captains that get to choose the players, like schoolyard style.
Correct.
And it's supposed to like make it more fair and competitive.
That's what I don't get. That's the part I don't believe.
Wouldn't the players have to start giving a fuck to make it competitive?
Yeah.
That's my
just,
two issues with this. Number one, like you said, like the problem is they don't give a shit. It's not the
Right.
problem who's on their team or whatever. They don't care. And the second problem I have with it is somehow, some way, it's gonna get leaked. It's gonna get leaked who the last pick was of the All-Star game, and we're all gonna find out. It's gonna be so fucking funny.
And Boogie Cousins is going to be so pissed.
I don't know. It's gonna be funny though, man.
It is going to be great.
Didn't the NFL do this?
I think who the fuck did that?
Well,
Maybe you're right.
Yeah,
it was,
wasn't it-
but it
I
wasn't with active players. It was like they got like Deion Sanders and someone else to pick teams.
Right, yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's
former
right.
players.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think they're going to do current players, aren't they? Actually,
think
I don't
they
know
are.
what they're going to do.
pick team captains.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
You know
right.
what they could do? Just get rid of the fucking All-Star.
Yeah, just don't even do it.
Yeah, what a waste of time.
Just, hey guys, take a week off and
I'm not
See you
totally
next
against the skills challenges. Like I kind of enjoyed
Yeah.
the 3-point contest and the dunk contest back when it was good and people actually tried.
Yeah.
But the All-Star game, like who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be somewhat competitive, I think. I think at some point, the players were just...
Well, when you had those tough guys like Jordan and Johnson,
Yeah.
like the guys who like no matter what, they were always competitive.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Then it was fun to watch. Now you got these guys who are like, we get paid so much money.
Yeah. I mean,
It's just
like last year's was just a complete embarrassment.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you had people like... It just like the defenders were just like waiting to take the ball out, and they're just letting whoever just dribble up and shoot threes.
It was actually a slam dunk contest,
Yeah.
or a 3-point shooting. I mean, because nobody guarded anybody.
Yeah, it was
just
very
pass the
dumb.
ball in, go down there and slam it or shoot a 3-point.
It's like they were playing horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Full
really
court
was.
horse, so. Anyways, so that's the deal. LeBron was asked about what he thinks, and his response is, well, we had to do something. It's like, you could just get rid of it. That could have been
Yeah.
the something.
Yeah.
So
Save your money. Save
He
your
said,
time.
like, it got pretty bad for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you had nothing to do with it then?
You're
Or you
right.
couldn't have corrected it? You were
Yeah.
on the floor.
yeah,
Like,
I think you're problem number one right there,
yeah,
buddy.
I know. Jeez, man.
Yeah.
if you need a break in the middle of the season, just okay. We're gonna take a week off in the middle of the season. Everybody go home, beat up your wife, get arrested for
No,
drunk driving.
that's
and-
football.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
yeah. So basketball, just get arrested for drunk driving.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
get out of jail and come back next week.
Yeah,
Let's
find
keep it.
Fisher on top of your wife.
I was like, get beat up by Matt Barnes. Yeah. Crash into a telephone
Oh,
pole.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go crash Matt Barnes' car again.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of bad decisions,
Uh-oh.
the 76ers
Oh, my God.
have renewed and extended the contract of one Joel Embiid
Wow.
for 5 years, $148 million. They maxed out the guy who, since being drafted, has played a total of 31 games.
Thank you for looking that up. I wanted to find out how many fucking games he
31
actually
games?
played. 31 games.
31
It's like a Brock
games.
Lesnar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
He
kidding.
gets
right?
all this money thrown at him to show up like twice a year.
No kidding.
Oh, God. it
wow,
is.
that was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except he's, they don't have any wins under his belt, so he's like the 0 in 31. Yeah.
And that's the thing is he's an actual talent, but he just can't play. He just keeps getting hurt.
Right. He's like Bynum with talent.
Yeah, that's right. Oh God, those big men and their legs, man.
Stay off the bowling lanes.
That's right.
No more bowling. Before we move away from sports, there's one last thing to mention. If you guys have been following along for the last few weeks, we are in a fantasy football battle
Correct.
with those asshats over at the Booze League.
Kicking ass.
Well, someone's kicking
somebody
ass.
is.
Yeah, I know.
Dan has once again received the Carlos Irwin
Oh, no.
Estevez
Correct.
Award of Excellence, or award for shitting the bed.
It's
That's two.
they stepped up the competition this year.
Yeah.
I think.
You rolled over him easily last year.
Yeah, and that's why I auto drafted this year. I was like, let's make it fair. But I think I think I may have just sealed my own doom at this point because they kind of stepped it up a little bit. I should have drafted and just stomped everybody, but
Yeah, I've been tweeting and social mediaizing the link so you can follow along if you'd like, and I'll do it again this week so you guys can follow along in our battles. But we've taken a bit of an ass pounding, and I think we need a little bit of an inspirational speech. So let's get our head in the game.
Are born from great opportunity.
You shouldn't have any doubt in your mind
about what you're supposed to do tonight and about how you're supposed to do it.
This is your time.
Now,
I don't want them to gain another yard.
We got to go out there and we got to take it.
Take their game and shove it right back in their face.
That's how winning is done.
Team is something you belong to, something you feel, something you have to earn.
If we don't come together,
It's over.
And I guarantee a week won't go by in your life. You won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of it.
I'll ask you one last time.
To be the best that you can be.
Play like champions.
Win.
It's about heart. It's about who can go out there and play the hardest. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
I don't care what the scoreboard says. At the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die,
Willing to take the hits.
who's going to win that inch.
Let me tell you something, you don't let anything,
Nothing come between us.
On this team, we fight.
and we shut them down because we can.
Here we go.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Yeah.
You guys
Oh.
feeling pumped?
Get out of
I
my
am
way!
pumped.
Get out of my way!
Yeah.
But I feel like my auto-drafted team still sucks balls. There's nothing I can do about it.
There was one piece that was missing, and that's quack quack
Quack, quack. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
quack quack.
Yeah, where was he?
I don't know. I think that's the most inspirational speech of all sports movie history.
Correct.
Yeah.
In the words of our good friend Dwight Howard, I may be 0-4, but I still feel like a champion.
Sounds about right.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's time for us to get our heads in the game.
Yes.
Kick some Booze League ass.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes. By the way, I hate to even say this, but the Booze League also has a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the Boozecast.
I listened to the one that you were on.
Yeah,
I
Draft
thought you
Day.
did quite good. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're pretty good.
Yeah.
And then so I thought,
okay.
oh well, yeah, maybe I should subscribe. So I listened to the show after that and remembered why I don't subscribe. So
Oh, okay. They did talk a lot of shit about us.
Oh, wow.
To be fair, we kind of earned it last week.
Yeah.
I do
really
listen at
shit
nights
the
when I
bed.
have a hard time getting to sleep.
Yeah, it cures insomnia.
It sure does.
Yeah, so go check them out, boozeleague.com. They got some great shirts. More importantly, you should follow not just the Booze League, but Booze Babes on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Booze
It's a whole account dedicated to hot girls drinking beer.
Well then,
Yeah, Booze Babes.
Booze Babes.
They're doing the Lord's work over there.
Right on.
All right.
I'm on it.
Dan, you tell me, you want the bullpen beer or do you want to talk movies?
Let's do the bullpen beer.
Let's
Good
do
choice.
it.
I'm thirsty.
He calls to the bullpen for beer.
Yeah. As we said earlier, the theme of the night is great. It wasn't that bad, I guess,
hey,
for
you
what
know.
the word is.
Hey, it was a try.
Yeah. That's more than we've mustered out.
Exactly.
The theme of the night is Great American Beer Festival winners. Last one was the Hoppy Poppy Silver Medal winner. And right now we're drinking Second Chance Beer Company's Tabula Rasa. This took the gold both last year and this year at the GABF for the Robust Porter category. Yes, this is a Tabula Rasa Toasted Porter. From them, it says a smooth black porter with deep roasted malt flavors reminiscent of dark chocolate and espresso. Toasted oats lend a nutty aroma and smoothness for a fine balance. Roasted malt, toasted oat, and light cocoa for the tasty notes. And they even gave some pairings if you'd like.
Oh, there you go.
Pairs well with seared scallops,
Oh.
spicy mole, cured meats, chocolate, a Reuben sandwich. That's very
Oh, that's very
specific.
specific.
Venison and Gruyere.
Venison.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here we go. I picked this up. Sorry, go ahead.
Is it Rasa or Rasa?
Viva la raza!
Yeah.
I picked this up in my most recent beercation to San Diego. I believe that was in June. And we found them because they were part of what they call it, the Ale Trail, along with Benchmark Brewing, who we had on the show, and Fall Brewing. So we're like, oh, we got to complete the Ale Trail. You get a free hat at the end.
Oh, right on.
So we're like, all right, we'll go to Second Chance. It was way out of the way, and we almost didn't go. Boy, are we glad we did, because we got this, and I have another one in my fridge from them. It's a coffee IPA.
Wow, this is really tasty.
It is.
I can dig it.
You definitely smell like coffee. A lot of coffee on the nose. Nothing like a little coffee in the beer.
Man, I'm starting to kind of float that way now for the beers. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, me too.
give me like some stouty.
Yeah.
Chocolatey coffee kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. This, I get coffee up
Bold
front.
flavor.
Yes. Coffee up front on the tongue, followed by like dark chocolate.
Yes.
It's like that bitterness of dark chocolate, not the milk chocolate sweetness.
Yeah.
Which I like.
And chocolate and beer is a good combination. I will say that. And man, I just feel like you kind of get that with this beer, a little chocolatey.
Yeah, like it kind of leaves your tongue tasting like you just ate chocolate.
Yeah.
Like that aftertaste kind of just sits on your tongue for a while.
Feel like a kid again.
I love it. I dig this. I really like what Second Chance is doing. I'm really glad that I stumbled upon them, and thanks to Matt and Rachel at Benchmark for recommending them.
Yeah.
It was I like what everything I had there was phenomenal. And had to bring home a couple of 6-packs. So do check out Second Chance Brewing if you're in the San Diego area. I know they're a little out of the way and a little next to nothing, but grab some Phil's Barbecue and go hit them up. Also, Phil's Barbecue if you're in San Diego.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. It's a San Diego staple.
If you don't know, now you know.
Exactly.
There you go.
So anyways, yes, this is once again, Tabula Rasa toasted porter. Oh, I don't think I gave the stats out on it.
Oh yeah,
it is 6.2%. Excuse me, 33 IBUs and has a 3.82 on Untapped.
Right on.
So there you go. All right,
dig it.
Let's get into some movie action here.
Have you seen the latest moving picture? Let's talk movies for guys.
All right, so over the weekend I watched Spider-Man: Homecoming, and I don't know how anybody else really felt about this movie when it came out, but it is kind of like the second reboot of the Spider-Man movies, going back to like 2002 or something like that with Tobey Maguire.
Right.
If anyone remembers that,
way back when.
Yeah, I mean they did 3 movies right there, and then I think after that they did the Amazing Spider-Man, which came out in like 2012.
Yeah, isn't this like the third reboot?
It is.
Yeah,
it is. But you know what? I was not a big fan of those movies to begin with Tobey Maguire, and then the other one afterwards. As soon as I heard,
the Seabiscuit guy wasn't a very good Spider-Man.
He wasn't, right? He wasn't. And I kind of feel like when this movie came out, I knew Marvel was behind it because they got co-ownership of it finally.
Right.
I love Marvel superhero movies. This one, again, is no exception. Like, I can totally dig it. And that's the whole reason why I would say to go watch this one over those. If you saw those ones, you didn't dig them, like, watch this one, because and I'm already saying, like, I like the movie. You know what I mean? But it's
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. It's a really good movie. It stars Tom Holland, I believe, who is Spider-Man. And it also has Michael Keaton. Who,
oh, really?
Yeah, and he's the bad guy in the movie, and he's a really good bad guy. I don't know why, and he was, Batman back in, I think it was the 90s.
Yeah,
that's
right, yeah.
Wasn't he he was before George Clooney.
Yeah, he was. Oh, definitely.
He was like early
before
90s.
Was he like
Val
the first one?
Kilmer, yeah, he was the first one.
Val Kilmer. Yeah, he's like the first of the 90s Batman. Batman.
But yeah, Batman. I don't know how you would say that, but
I don't know.
But yeah, but he's a really awesome villain in this one. He plays Vulture. And this movie basically takes place after the events of Civil War, and Captain America: Civil War.
Right.
And so they're cleaning up the debris, and Michael Keaton's part of that. And eventually, what he does is he starts taking bits of like the aliens at the end of that movie. Like they had like little like tools that they used and stuff like that. He takes those and starts using them to rip off banks and things like that. So yeah, it was a pretty badass idea. And you find out why he does it, in the movie. And I'm like, you know what? I could get with that, man. Like Michael Keaton, sign me up. I'll be your,
I could dig him as like a creepy super.
Yeah, he was so good. I just like him in any role. Even remember, I think was it the other guys with I'm trying to remember who was in that movie, but Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. He was like their boss, and he kept doing all these TLC references.
Oh, is that
the
cop movie?
Yeah, he's like, you guys gotta be quiet. You guys gotta be stealth. You gotta creep. And they're like, wait, what? Is that TLC? He's like, no, like that. But I just love Michael Keaton. But this movie was awesome. They call it Homecoming because it takes place during Spider-Man's homecoming, because Spider-Man is a kid, and in the comic books he was a kid. I kind of feel like, and that's what I liked about Holland too in this film, is I kind of felt like he's able to balance kind of like a boyish innocence with still like being brave and and noble. I kind of felt like Maguire just kind of pussyfied Spider-Man for me a little bit. Like, I mean, no offense, but I just didn't dig it. And but they call it Homecoming because it takes place during his homecoming. But it's also kind of a nod to Marvel taking back co-ownership of the Spider-Man role. You know what I mean? The Spider-Man character, reintroducing it back into their universe,
making it not suck.
Correct, exactly. And Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. also plays Tony Stark in this movie. He's kind of Spider-Man's mentor and kind of helps him out. Gives him a badass super suit. And of course, any Marvel movie, like the special effects are badass.
It's Disney. I mean, how bad could it be?
Exactly. And they just keep it just keeps rolling with all the action and everything. There's not a lot of stops in it. And what I like about it too is it gets right into it. Like a lot of these superhero movies, like I know Wonder Woman had like an hour of like an introduction to the character. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my God, when is she going to do something? You know what I mean? Like,
when is she going to take off her clothes?
Yeah, no kidding. And I kind of felt like with Spider-Man, like who Spider-Man is. They introduced him, I think, at the end of Civil War already. So he had already, been introduced with Captain America and all them. Like, so we've already seen who was going to be Spider-Man, how that character was going to be. And let's be honest, we know who the fuck Spider-Man is. We don't need a whole, he got bit by a fucking spider and all this shit. Like, they go right into it. Let's just, he's already an established hero. The Avengers know who he is. So this is his story now. And I applaud them for that. Sparing us this whole introduction and just, putting us to sleep or whatever because we know what's going to happen. He's going to be Spider-Man. Right. So, yeah, I dug the movie. I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't watch it in theaters. It was a movie.
Good.
Yeah,
you'd have paid to see it.
I know. I would have.
Wow.
I kind of felt like I did myself an injustice, not with no theater surround or but I believe it should be available on DVD soon or Blu-ray if it isn't already.
Okay. I
know digital copy it's already ready. But yeah, I mean this movie you're definitely drinking along with it. I mean it's awesome. I can dig it, and I would if I had to rate it anything maybe like an 8.5, 8.8, something like that. So
wow,
yeah, it was
high praise.
Yeah, it was a really fun movie. I really got into it. So yeah, I dug it.
Dig it. One last thing that Michael Keaton was good in recently. Did you see The Founder?
No.
The McDonald's movie?
No. Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, he was a pretty good.
Oh really?
In that movie, yeah.
Maybe that's how he got the role. They say, hey, man, you're an asshole. You can be, you're such a good guy, but you could play an asshole. You know what I mean? So
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, we do have a listener email, and this comes from John, who's also provided us the burp word of the week. The subject: what does everyone know? Hey, gents, just got caught up with the Unfiltered. Thanks for the chuckles. This might be too easy, but I got a sports pop quiz for you.
Oh shit!
When was the last, and I believe only, time that the Jets won the Super Bowl, and who was the MVP?
Oh, come on.
The MVP for that Super Bowl.
That's an easy one.
Okay, well.
Go ahead.
Okay, I will say that the MVP was Broadway Joe.
Mm-hmm.
The year, I'm not too sure about.
68.
Oh, I was going to say that. Damn it. I really was.
Wow.
We shared in it. You could say the MVP. I'll say the year.
I think I was able to read your head there.
Yeah,
that's right.
Nice. He goes on to say bonus points if you can provide any of his 3 nicknames. You already got one of
Broadway
them.
Joe.
Yeah.
Any more, Scott?
One of them Cosell gave him. I don't know if that helps.
What's that?
Howard Cosell used to always call him Joe Willie.
Joe Willie?
Joe Willie name.
Is that one?
Yeah. And then the one I like the most.
There's another one
is the Hungarian howitzer.
Oh, see, I couldn't remember that one.
Yeah. He goes on to say, clue, the year is regarded as one of the most significant in modern American history. Cheers, John. So
yeah.
Awesome.
Good question.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I would have had no idea. I had to Google it. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that was the one that they weren't supposed to win, right? Remember, I think the Jets were playing the Colts, I think, wasn't it? With Johnny Unitas?
Colts or Packers?
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was the Packers. Back in 68, it could have been the Packers.
I can't remember who they play. I think it was the Packers, but we have to Google that one.
Brett Favre was just a rookie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and everybody, well, they kind of, in this era, everybody, they didn't like Joe Namath because he's when he came out and said, I guarantee we're going to win. And he was bragging and boasting. Oh, he's boastful, he's going to fuck up and all this, and he kept true to his promise.
He was like Johnny Football if he could actually win. It's just like that fucking asshole, but he keeps winning.
Yes. All right. Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Old timey word of the week: scrooched.
Scrooge
Means drunk.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's easy enough. Drunk. Scrooched.
I get scrooched a lot.
Yeah, daily.
Yeah.
Got so scrooched I thought I could get those bubs.
Yeah, I know, right? There you go. That was a good one.
Oh, speaking of which.
No one could blame you for bed swerving. It's time for Beer Babe of the Week.
Yes, it is. Our Beer Babe of the Week, her name is Katie, and you can find her on Instagram at Drinking Outside the Box. All one word, Drinking Outside the Box.
Mm-hmm.
And she's enjoying herself a very delicious looking, looks almost like an amber ale.
Oh, yeah. I can dig it.
It looks delicious.
Yes, it looks big old glass
nice
of amber ale.
That's right.
Drinking outside the box there.
Yes, and she's at Cast Iron Brewery there.
That's a nice little play on words there.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yes, exactly. So, very easy on the eyes there. Make sure you follow Katie on Instagram, like I said, at Drinking Outside the Box. Just that easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have a little bit of time left. Let's get in some booze news, I think.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
It is indeed. Frontier Airlines and Oscar Blues, along with their Canned Aid charity, are sending over 90,000 cans of water to Puerto Rico.
Oh, right on.
Yes, they canned a bunch of water and they're sending it over. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Nice gesture.
Beer, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. So apparently they're sending over a bunch of Bud Light.
Oh.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
All that water. All that water. Hey, have you guys had in the past the Accumulation White IPA from Belgium? It's good, right?
Yeah, it is really good.
I mean, it's funny because it's billed as like a winter IPA, but it's a legit winter IPA. Like, I want to drink it when it's cold.
Correct.
When I'm looking for something IPA-ish.
Yeah, you're right. I think like the bottle has like a house with a bunch
got
of
like some snow on it. Yeah,
that's right.
It's a white IPA, and it is officially back as of now through January 2018.
Oh, so good.
Hit the shelves at your local bottle shop or wherever you get your beer and get a Accumulation White IPA.
I can dig it.
Accumulation. I have to look for that.
Yeah, do it.
We might have to on a cold winter night here at the Unfiltered Studios have ourselves an Accumulation and then cuddle for warmth.
Oh, wow.
Eagle Rock Brewing is teaming up with the Keep Abreast Foundation.
You're here.
And they're releasing the Hop a Feel Session IPA. Proceeds will go to the Keep Abreast Foundation.
Not Keep Above?
They should. They should
Keep Above Foundation.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better.
Keep Above.
Yeah. And they also are having events all month long for October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So if you're in the Eagle Rock Brewing reach, go check them out. That's out here in SoCal. I had Eagle Rock Brewing when I talked about this, a couple months ago. Did the dinner pairing thing at Ladyface Ale out here in the area. And Eagle Rock was one of the ones that were there. And they were my favorite beer of the night. And I now seek them out when I'm at different tasting rooms and bottling places and stuff. So, Mispillion, I'm probably mispronouncing this name, Mispillion River Brewing Company is releasing beer with electrolytes.
Okay. Electrolytes.
Yeah.
So it's like going to help you stay hydrated.
Yeah. Fuck Gatorade. I'm drinking this stuff now.
They're helping us pass on that stay hydrated.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. So the brewer literally was mixing sports drink with one of his beers. I believe it was Berliner Weiss, if I remember correctly, or something German. And he finally just thought, like, why don't I brew it with the sports drink in it? So he chose a sports drink, happened to be of grape flavor, and brewed a beer with it. And so now he's got a beer coming out that's got electrolytes in it.
What a trip.
Yeah, so hit the treadmill, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, grab a beer and hit the gym.
I'm going to do it like a commercial, like the Gatorade commercial. I showed the beginning of like the Florida Gators and the guy that made the Gatorade.
That's got to be interesting, though, don't you think? Like, I mean, beer...
I'll start working out again.
Well, beer itself is a dehydrant, and then you mix electrolytes with it. I'm like, isn't that kind of like make it normal now? Or, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm confused. I don't understand the science of it.
A war within me.
Sounds like beer science to me.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess we'll just have to try it.
That's
We
right.
have to,
Oh,
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Some beer science.
Yes, exactly.
Let's try it while we're watching somebody work out on TV.
Oh, yeah. We'll see if we feel better.
Yeah.
Feeling way more hydrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And when you could do a beer run with that.
Oh, yeah. Like run to go get beer.
Well, yeah, that's true.
While
But
drinking that beer.
you know, you do those beer miles or whatever, or
Oh, like the 5Ks and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you get beer at the end?
yeah, you could cheat with that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could have one before your run. It's got the electrolytes, get you going.
There you go.
Yeah, I like it.
Me too.
I'm down to try. It sounds weird as fuck with like the sports drink brewed into it.
A little bit.
It does sound kind of weird.
But maybe that just takes the place of the sugar, and the yeast will, will eat off that sports drink.
Who knows?
Who knows?
One way to find out.
Yeah,
That's right.
That definitely sounds like some beer science to me, though. Hey, I'd say we're all willing participants.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
I agree.
So, one last thing. Like I said, GABF happened over the weekend. A lot of medals being passed around. A lot of breweries are heard of and not heard of. Do you guys, start with Dan. Just name out a beer style, and we'll see who won the gold medal for that beer style.
Sure. Let's start with let's do reds.
Oh, I like that red ale. Let's see here. American style amber red. The bronze was Blue Ridge Brewery. Blue Ridge was the beer. Wish I could read. Galveston Island Brewing was the brewery. They got the bronze. The silver was Legally Red by Second Chance Beer Company.
Oh,
this almost sounds like a setup.
I know, right? Did not plan that.
And then the gold went to Copper Club Brewing Company out of Colorado with their F-Town Amber.
F-Town.
F-Town.
I took her to F-Town last night.
That's what I'm saying.
I got the bubs. So there you go. All right, Scott, name a beer style.
A style like IPA?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we kind of there's multiple India pale ale styles. We did the English. So here's the American IPA category.
The American.
America.
Bronze went to Breakside Brewery and Taproom with their Breakside IPA. That's out of Milwaukee. Silver went to Auburn Ale House with their Gold Digger IPA. That's out of Auburn, California.
Gold digger.
And I ain't saying she's a gold digger. Gold went to Hellstrom Brewing Company in Tinley Park, Illinois for their Prairie Madness.
Prairie Madness.
Yes.
Wow.
So, all right. Anybody else got any other styles I should look up while we're on the page? Here, you think about it. I'm going to look up, see if they have any barrel-aged styles.
Look at you.
Barrel-aged, yeah.
Yeah, we like the barrel-aged shit. Here we go. Oh, this will be different. Fruit, wood, and barrel-aged sour beer.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
This is magical.
This is magical.
Let's see. Bronze went to Weyerbacher Brewing Company. Oh, I've had some of their stuff, and it's good. They got bronze with Reserva. They're out of Pennsylvania. Silver went to Max Lager's Wood-Fired Grill and Brewery for BA Excommunication. I wonder if that means Beer Advocate Excommunication. They're out of Atlanta, Georgia. And gold went to Corralitos Brewing Company in Watsonville, California for their Zoned AG Apricot. There you go.
Right on.
Any other styles? Just read GTFO.
GTFO?
Yeah, you like that? I want to look up Pilsners real quick.
Okay.
Because I'm digging Pilsners. All right, German-style Pilsner. Oh, here we go. Bronze went to Firestone Walker Brewing Company out of Paso Robles, California for their Pivo Pils. Silver went to Dry Dock Brewing Company out of Aurora, Colorado for their Pilsner, aptly named. And gold went to, God, I'm going to fuck this up, Zeughaus Brewing Company in Portland, Oregon for their Zeugel Pils. All right.
Zeugel pills.
I don't know what I just read.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds like a drug you can take. Hey, man, you got those Zeugel pills?
Zeugel pills?
Yeah, that shit's crazy. It'll fuck you up.
Crazy pills.
Yes. Anyways, congratulations to all the GABF winners.
Yeah.
And especially to the ones we're drinking tonight. Because they're effing delicious.
They're extra delicious.
Yeah. They're like metally delicious.
I agree.
Actually sounds gross, so it's not. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. Make sure you go give us a nice little rating review on the old iTunes there. I see that lots of you are using the Apple apps to listen to the show, so give us a little love on the app you're using. You can find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com and tell your friends, theunfilteredgentleman.com/listen. You can also social media eyes with us, The Unfiltered Gentlemen, except for Twitter, at Unfiltered Gents. You can call us, leave a little drunk message for us, 805-538-BEER. It's 2337. I think that's about everything.
Yeah.
Most importantly, whether it's electrolytes or not, you stay hydrated.
Oh, yeah. Electrolytes help, though.
They do help.
Apparently.
So grab those electrolytes and stay hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.